Welcome back to the Honesty Podcast with your girl Word. Of course, the First Lady OG will be in the building soon, but I got my cousin Ginger E in the building. Y'all already know the vibes. Y'all see the title. So, of course, I'm in here to talk my shit. Y'all already know. And it's like a few things that definitely been bothering me. And y'all, I knew I was supposed to been starting at a particular time. I'm running behind. With that being said, like, shout out to my bushwatchers. No, sit. Listen, y'all. We outside. We is vibing. Listen, y'all already know. I'm in the athletic wear right now, but listen, y'all. Shout out to my bushwatchers, my replay gang, and of course, last but not least, my moderators. I love my subscribers. I know that I was supposed to come on at a particular time, and I didn't get there in time, but it's all good. I'm here. Y'all already know the vibes. So, like I said, this is the Odyssey Podcast with your girl Word. Of course, First Lady OG. We got Ginger E in the building, and this is a segment of Word on the Street. Like I said, we got a lot of shit to talk about. But before we get into that, let my beautiful cousin introduce herself. Y'all, technical difficulties. You already know the vibes.
Yeah, because that energy is so strong. It's so strong. Welcome in, guys. It's your girl Ginger. I am blessed to be on the Odyssey podcast with my cousin Word. You already know that's how it goes. So we're about to get into the nitty gritty of the gritties of the grittiest. All right, you know how my cousin gives it up. So one thing I want y'all to do real quick: share the live, and let your people know to come on real quick because it's about to get gritty in the building.
Listen, cuz I'm so happy that you are in the building. I'm gonna tell you, they know me. I'm so awkward with the camera, so my audience already know me. And as we go in, as my moderators pull in the building as well, everybody already know the vibe. But when I tell you, let's talk about it. It's a few things I want to start off by saying, and I want my cousin is when I tell you she's a different and she's universal. So even before I dive more into it, I definitely want you guys to know that's my supporters and my replay gang that's gonna come back and watch the replay that's in the area that she also do teeth whitening. So I'm gonna tell you right now, let's make that very clear. And I know because guess what? You got insurance. They want to kill you. They want you to do the extras. People trying to get the most. And you don't even know that if you have somebody that could tell you how to get there naturally and in just the best way and gain that smile back, Ginger E's the person. That's why before I even get into too deep of what we talk about, y'all know I had to pull it in there for because I need her to also put that out there because I'm telling y'all, I promise you.
Come and get the brightest of the brightest and the littiest of the littiest, okay? At Royal Luxury Labs. Yes, if you're on Instagram, follow Royal Luxury Labs. Hit me up at 347-458-9836. And anybody who hit me up based off on this live, you are going to get a big discount on your first teeth whitening session. All right. Now, you don't have to spend all the thousands of dollars to get veneers to make your nice pearly, natural pearlies nice and pearly. All
That
right.
part.
You can just come to me, Ginger E, at Royal Luxury Labs and get those pearly whites for a really, 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 really cheap price. Okay. It's not even that expensive to get your teeth white. And I'll let you guys know just in case you're, a little skeptical, because some people are, but it's hydrogen peroxide. It's the one you buy in the store, right? Right. So that's what my products is made of, natural hydrogen peroxide. It's not going to do any burning, any no sensations or anything. You're just going to be happy with your nice, white, bright teeth. What I am going to say is for your first time, everybody's teeth is different. Everybody, your daily life, you may drink coffee, wine, you may smoke or whatever the case is. But I guarantee you on your first teeth whitening session, you will be happy. All right. You will see results within your first session. Some people need more than some, but definitely trust your girl, Ginger E, at Royal Luxury Labs. Pull up on me.
Y'all already heard it right here. You already know the vibes. Welcome. First Lady, Queen Alita. We are in the building, and y'all already know. Please subscribe, hit that up like button. Y'all already know another. Listen, that's my beautiful moderator. If y'all don't know now, y'all know. With that being said, y'all, let's jump into a little bit of gossip. Okay, shit, because the tea has been boiling over, if you ask me. And yo, I was just telling my cousin, I was like, yo, I just literally did a live with Chrisean Rock, and y'all already know me, right? I still have sympathy, empathy, and a little bit of grace, but it's certain things, like y'all know, I've been following her, just following her journey. Even her saying that she's trying to go on like that godly shit, right? I've been following even through that. So now, for me, seeing her, I'm just trying to figure it out in the sense of her knowing that she's in the public eye, her knowing everything that's going on as far as her baby goes and his ailments, and her just taking accountability because she's in the public eye. Like everything is forefront. So everything she does, people are pointing out. So when is it a point where you gonna be like, yo, I'ma change that? For me personally, y'all, I had to come back and give y'all that update on just me following Chrisean, and I am not here to still down her, but what I am here to do is still send a message out that's gonna help somebody else. Yo, Cuzzo, how you feel about that? Like, just
As a mom, as a mother of 3 kids,
shit.
I mean, listen, I'm not bashing, but it ain't looking too good, Chrisean. It ain't looking too good.
Really
It ain't looking too good at all. You know, I mean, we have to always put our kids first. They're not the ones that asked to be here, right? So we always have to make sure of their well-being and their safety. Now she's in trouble for lack of responsibility of that. That's really where she's at right now. Lack of responsibility. The things that, are being shown, the things that are being, with her kid being, the way he is. He's sick. We know he's not as a regular, child right now.
But that's the thing about
he should be out the public eye.
For me personally, it's just like, make sure you take care of him just based on the choices that you make.
Right.
Because just like you said, in the public eye. And it's almost like you're just worried about what you look like.
Right.
And once you make, and I think people sometimes misinterpret when you make a child what that really looks like, but they are the better versions of you. So for me personally, even so be the case that you along your journey made bad decisions and you know your baby may have ailments, okay? First time mother, I get it. Everybody has been a first time mom, but at certain points you need to take accountability for being selfish. And that's my biggest problem with her right now. I think it's just her being selfish.
All right, so I'm gonna ask you this.
Could you guys give me a second while I actually just lighten this up real quick? Yeah, this light needs to go up, but we still in the building, guys. But I want to be able for you guys to see. Perfect. The light is perfect now.
I want to ask you this, cause tell me this. Name one other celebrity that you could think of that has a kid that has a disability that you do not ever see in the public eye. A really, really huge person.
So, a really huge person.
Yeah, very top person who kid has a disability, and you have not seen this. You've seen this kid in pictures, but really, you're not able to even tell that they have something. This person don't show that kid at all. They show their other kids because they have 3. They show the other 2, but this one. Who is it? I'm sorry to put you on the spot like that.
That's cool though.
I'm sorry to just drop that. I'm sorry, but that's for you guys too.
That's so true, because I literally
Someone
am not
says,
gonna be like.
Someone says my sis Mary J. Blige.
Mm.
Now you just bust my brain with that one because I
Okay.
did not
I
know
didn't know
that.
that either.
I didn't know that.
Okay, hold
But if
on.
you guys know as well, drop one in there. The one that I'm talking
Okay.
about isn't Mary, but thanks for letting me
It's
know
a
that. I
known
didn't know that.
person.
It,
They have four
huge.
children.
Three.
Three. Okay. Three. Is
She.
it B? And it's a known person because I feel like
Is it
B.
who?
I feel like it's Beyonce to
And you're right. You're right.
Okay. All right, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. We are back in the building. Forgive me. Forgive me, my phone. We on the phone, y'all. We outside. But listen, where did we leave off at? Say it one more time. I didn't know
Beyonce.
about Mary J. Blige, but I was right about
You
Beyonce.
are right about
And let me tell you
Beyonce.
something. When it comes, it's the boy, right?
It's the boy.
It's the boy.
It's the boy. It's Sir. His name is Sir. Yeah, it's Sir. So, in case you guys didn't know, but Sir has a disability as well, and that's why he's not into the public eye, right? So, I mean, yes, we can look at the differences. Beyonce and Chrisean, one is older, one mature, and one is immature, right? But at the same time, I think this is where it really needs to go into perspective where, certain things need to be private, right? If Krishan, she's a celebrity, she needs to know how to keep certain things private. She needs to, you know, have better care and security for her kid. That's just my honest thinking and feelings as a mother of three, right? The things that are happening, it doesn't look too good for her. So definitely, I think that she needs to, instead of thinking more about herself, focus more about, her son and the well-being of her son, and not, he's already has his disabilities, right? So why are we
It's
still
ridiculous.
smoking around him?
It's ridiculous. But
Why
why
are
would
we
you even? So, when you think about, like you said prior before, when we bring our babies in this world, we bring them in this world and they're innocent, they're pure. Now, you are supposed to be the one that are just overall protective over everything. Now, I get it because, like I said, we all been first time mothers, but I feel like at a certain point, like that nurturing, momly instincts should somewhat kick in. And for me, I have not seen that with her. She left her child. And y'all stay tuned because I'm going to upload it as a short just because I don't want to get copyrighted. And I'm going to upload it as a short. So check out the short of Krishan Rock leaving her baby with the guy that she was dealing with named Dino in a hotel. And security of the hotel end up calling Vegas police. They were at the MGM in Vegas. MGM Hotel in Vegas, and the police was called through security. When police arrived, the child was removed. My biggest issue is how was she able to still be able to have contact with him? Because you left your child in the care of someone you really don't know like that, and that's still negligent, period, point blank, because that Bino is not the father of Krishan Jr.
Yeah, but I think she still probably got away with it because he was an adult and she thought at the time, I mean, she could have got away with it if she, says, oh, hey, it's my boyfriend and he's supposed to be watching my son. So I'm thinking maybe that's why she got away with it and then she
I feel
wasn't
that
physically in
still,
the room.
but I feel like based on how her lifestyle is playing out, it's so much things that they broadcast. And so even with her and Bino, they broadcast them smoking, drinking, you know what I mean? going to different events that they were invited to or whatever have you. But now that Bino and Chrisean are no longer together, Bino is coming out to say that like Chrisean is not even feeding this, like the baby is very ill. The baby is only getting milk if the baby's gonna even take the milk. That's another thing about it. But even as a mom, like I said, the nurturing part of like, okay, my baby's two.
Right.
I know from when he was one all his ailments based on the decisions that I've made. But now, where does the intervention come in? Where does the intervention come in?
There's really none, and I think that
It should be
the
because
most
she's making money going. She just went on baddies, cuzzo.
that's right.
She's on baddies, right? She just did the baddie shit. Her sister Takashi is also on baddies. Oh, sorry guys.
Takashi 6'9". Tasiki, yeah.
Oh shit, y'all. Tasiki. All right, forgive me, y'all.
It's okay.
Tasiki, right? And then she said Tasiki violated her. So now it was a recent event that they were filming, and Chrisean crashes out, and Zeus is like not trying to give her her ID or whatever have you, but she's saying like, "Yo, it's a whole setup." Yet again,
right?
These things are happening because you're not. Give us a second, guys, because you already know it be mommy duties, y'all. But when I tell you, you knew going back to baddies what that was gonna look like for you, but still, yet again, you still never even thought about what you have to do for Chrisean Jr. But yet you want to hold him as as like I don't even know because it's almost like a sympathy prize because she holds Chrisean Jr. for people to have some sympathy on her. And like I said, even with you being a new mom, I get it. Nothing is easy. But at certain points when you look at your baby and you're like, yo, what's up? Like, my baby is not reaching certain milestones, or my baby is struggling to breathe a certain way, or my baby's hands. No, and that's the thing.
She knew it because the doctors is going to tell you about your kid, and if
so now let me ask you another question. How was she able to even walk away when Chrisean Jr. was born? Chrisean Jr. was born allegedly. I'm gonna just say alleged because
we don't know.
We don't know for facts, but they stated that Chrisean Jr. was born in Baltimore. They said payment was involved, but let's just go through it, right? If you make a baby and you were involved in any type of drug abuse,
yeah, they don't let you get your baby back.
You won't get your baby back. This young lady was able to do so, right? And so, even with you being able to do so, and then you're saying you're changing your life, you're changing your music, you're putting yourself into the faith, why is it that your faith has not yet led you to know the most important part is to make sure you take care of this baby?
Right.
Listen, cousin,
and I
what's
got
your
one
thoughts,
thing to
Ginger E, on that? Because I definitely listen, y'all. Y'all know I'm always fixing, and y'all know, they know the vibes. They know the vibes.
So I want to say one thing that keeps coming to my mind as you were speaking, is that yes, you're right. Right, that motherly instinct is supposed to kick in. It's like, you know, though, let's say, forget the guy was her boyfriend, right?
That part.
Let's just say,
I agree with
you leaving her with your friend, her friend named Shakana, right? She's leaving with the baby with Shakana, but you know that Shakana is in the house with a whole lot of weed. She's smoking, she's drinking, she's doing so many things. Do you think Shakana is the best person to leave your kid with? Do you think Shakana is the best person to leave that baby with? So I think with leaving that baby with this ex-boyfriend,
I agree with you.
Bino, whoever, I think she already knew that that wasn't really a good choice to leave that baby with.
That was even self-care?
That wasn't self-care. It wasn't even thinking about the baby. It wasn't even, the motherly instincts wasn't there. It just wasn't there. It was just like, hey, you know, some slack moms. I'm gonna say slack moms because there are slack moms, and I know you guys know slack moms too. But you know, some slack moms who don't care who they leave their baby by once they're able to just go out and party with the friends and do different types of, you know what I'm saying? So I think this was a slack mom mentality. I'm not here to bash either, but just from my point of view as a mom, I wouldn't leave my kid in an unsafe environment. Now, based off on the video that was shown, with the baby in the hotel room and all that. Yes. So now it's like what I've been seeing is that, you know, this guy is on live and he's showing live. He's smoking. His friend is rolling up. The baby's laying on a couch. And people in the comments are going crazy.
And when I tell you it's going crazy because it's so disrespectful.
Exactly. So now I believe that somebody on the live called the police and say, hey, there is something going on in this room. Y'all need to go to this hotel and see. There's a baby there. They're smoking weed. The baby's ill because everybody, the world knows.
Sad about it as well is that how could you even think that he could have even been in care with your baby, knowing?
And he's not even a father figure.
That part.
He's not. First of all, he's not your child's father, and he's not a father figure to be leaving your baby in this care. So now that someone called the police comes to the room, and as I heard on a live, on the video, they said that when the police came to the door, the police smelt strong marijuana, right? So now that led them into now coming to search this place and see the baby. A lot of bottles and all kind of unhealthy environment where a young baby shouldn't be. So, you know, I think that once again, the motherly instincts isn't there. She's young and I would never like anybody kid to be taken away from them as a mother.
I don't think she's ready, and I think she has a lot to work on.
And then coming from her background as well. Remember, her mom and dad wasn't it. She grew up in a very unhealthy environment. So she doesn't know too much better. But then she also has trauma that she needs to heal. And I think that with a lot of people, they don't understand. Like, we try to go over childhood trauma, but that shapes us as adults.
It does.
Some people who went through some horrible things as kids, they're now getting therapy as adults for it to help themselves. And I think that she needs therapy.
I think she also does. First Lady OG, I stepped away from me, but I got you. Ooh. Oh, hold on. First Lady OG, forgive me. I literally had stepped away for a minute, but I'm back in the building. Ginger E has to step away, y'all, because she has definitely, this is what moms do. She got to go do what she do, make sure she attend to the grown, because she got grown babies. But this is what a mother do.
Still.
They guide you through your journey and your process, no matter what it looks like. And like for me personally, that's where I'm at when it comes down to this Chrisean situation. Because like I said, I get it. Even you being a first time mom, if you are truly putting in the work to understand what your purpose is when you look at that baby, they are a reflection of you. Then look where we end up at. You know what I mean? Exactly. And it's a lot of Chriseans, like I told y'all prior before. But First Lady OG, you are in the building. Can you hear me?
Welcome in, First Lady OG. And I just want to say, everybody,
be right there, y'all. Be right there, y'all. I'm trying to connect my headphone. Hold on 1 second. I'll be right there,
Well,
y'all.
take your time, connect your headphones, and you gonna see Ginger E again. Stay tuned for our TikToks. Stay tuned for our Twitches. Stay tuned for everything.
And don't forget, Royal Luxury Labs. Hit me up 347-458-9836 to get your nice bright smile. You see that? Natural smile.
Natural
No
smile.
veneers, okay? You can have them too. I love you guys.
And like I told y'all, expect it again.
Thank you. I'm no stranger.
Listen, y'all definitely know Ginger E. She's definitely not a stranger, so stay tuned when I tell you. And like she said, go and check her out. If you are looking to get your teeth whitening and you just want it the natural way, Ginger E is the person to actually be with. You're going to see more of her. So just stay tuned for that as well. And she has her own channel. Okay? So I'm going to make sure she send me a link so I could post her channel in here as well. So again, the Odyssey podcast with your girl Word, the First Lady OG in the building. We had Ginger E in the building. Of course, we were just discussing open topics, but look forward to a lot more, y'all. First Lady OG, how are you feeling? Happy Monday. Happy Monday.
Well, y'all, I ain't know I was on mute, y'all. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Odyssey podcast. I know y'all had a beautiful little segment with my beautiful daughter, and y'all met my beautiful niece Ginger today. Isn't that beautiful, you guys? I was trying to connect something. I got all kind of sounds going on. Give me a second. Give me a second. Yeah, come on this one. Okay, because that one is about to die. All right, getting myself situated over here. Mhm. That's about to die, so we're gonna charge that up. Y'all know we got gadgets and everything going on. What's up, y'all? Y'all still talk about Chrisean, huh? Mm, these young people, I tell you, as the OG coming through, seeing the way Chrisean is definitely in need of some help, but there's a lot of other ones out there too that are in need of some help. Just a lot of things that I see that is gone on with these babies nowadays. Today, I don't know where they got it from. I mean, I do. Let me not say that, but woo, different, different, y'all, different. But anyway, I don't know what the rest of the topics were. Y'all know I'm always moving. I'm actually um getting ready to be able to come and prepare y'all to tell y'all to prepare. Y'all already know First Lady Entertainment was in the works. Was already out there working basically. Food with a voice. Anything that got something to do with the voice got something to do with me, okay? So make sure y'all remember I'm gonna come through soon with some information, text number that y'all can text the word voice to and get on board and be a part of the village so that you can become a part of my community. So, we got a lot going on. We got a lot going on, y'all. So y'all definitely stay tuned. And yeah. What are we looking here? We're gonna make a little move. We're gonna make a little move.
I'm
So
still
I'm not
here. I'm
gonna
still
keep my
here, First
thing
Lady
down.
OG.
Here she is, y'all. I'm gonna move downstairs though, y'all.
Make a little room. But no, First Lady OG, why you muted up? I was just letting you know I was still in the building, of course. Still in the building, of course. But yeah, y'all, just bobbing out because when I tell you, only the reason is still, like I was telling them prior before, just giving them an update from the last live that we did in regards to Chrisean Rock. And just like I said, giving her grace. I get it. I still give her a bit of grace, but then I still just feel like it's a certain part of the nurturing that should kick in, or I get that you're trying to be able to still stabilize yourself, and the only way for you to get money is by doing what you're doing and streaming or whatever, but your baby should never ever be where he is a part of the job and he's also working with everything that's all the elements that he has. Period. Everything that's happening with him.
I have a
Like
question.
it's just ridiculous.
I have a question.
Of course.
So, with as much money that she's making and that she has, because a regular mom like you and I, with a job, we could afford to have a babysitter in case if in need be. But she now who has money, why she doesn't have a sitter?
Because
for her
I don't
son?
think she has money as what we thought when Blueface was around. I feel like when Blueface was around,
Pawn a chain, pawn a chain.
and that's the thing about it as well. I feel like she has abilities to make money, according to her, when she goes to do certain celebrity interviews or whatever have you, or just pop up, she's making money. But I just feel like even with that, she does not have the mannerisms of saying like, all right, this money is gonna go towards therapy because I need my son hands to be able to work, or I need my son's feet. I need him to get therapy to help his legs, or whatever. And the saddest thing about it for me as well, like I said prior before, I questioned the same thing. Like, with all the money that you have, or that you did have, even when Blueface got locked up, right, why wasn't that you had this baby in like some type of early intervention, some type of therapy? First Lady OG, where did you go? I'm gonna wait for the First Lady OG to come back because I couldn't quite hear everything, but I hope you guys can hear us clearly. Let me just. But no, I feel like it's a lot with that. You know what I mean? It's definitely a lot when it comes down to you trying to even have some form of sympathy for her, just because, like, you're a public figure, you're hearing the things that's being said. You know for yourself the initiative that you should take in order to make sure that the baby you brought in this world, that didn't ask to be here, is getting some type of good care. But her focus is just, it doesn't feel like it's there. Hold on 1 minute. Let me put back the First Lady OG in the building, y'all. I just feel like it's just not there. First Lady OG, where did you go? Okay, there we go. And I just don't feel like it's there. And it's just like, you are proving the point of what everybody's saying, but then you are crying on the internet and portraying being a victim when the only victim now becomes that baby, right? First Lady OG, what's your thoughts? What's your feelings? Welcome everybody
My
in the
bad, I
building.
got kicked off. I had to rewire. I had to start all over again. Like I had to come back on. All right, I'm not liking this right now.
I don't know what's going on, but sometimes, because I'm still going off of my phone, so sometimes the reception is a little bad. And listen, to y'all
No,
bushes.
no, that one I hit because it's a touch screen. I went to kind of straighten out the computer and hit the X, and I had to start all over again.
Oh, okay, you have to come back in. All right, all
Yeah,
right. Yeah,
come
so
back
right
on the
before
come
you
back.
actually got off, we actually paused for a minute. I was just giving them that rundown with that whole Chrisean, and why we, for me, because I spoke about it prior before, but now just giving an update. And like I said, my feelings don't change. You know what I mean? But I do feel like you could call out certain parts of where accountability definitely needs to be taken. And she knows it. I feel like she definitely knows it. And I know, for those of us that are coming in, for those of us who are not familiar with Chrisean Rock and how she even got a name, we know she caught that name off of Blueface. And then we also understand that she continuously kept her name within the media with Blueface based on the toxic relationship. And now, like, even coming into her having Chrisean Jr., I feel like she had Chrisean Jr. to keep Blueface. I feel like she felt that if she had Blueface baby, then she is like a signature stamp, and that everything will be okay. And when you look at prior before Chrisean, Blueface has prior baby mother with older children. You know what I mean? So, and even when you think about that and you look at her situation and all that she endured when Chrisean came into the picture, it was a lot with that. But allegedly, what's happening now is that while he's incarcerated and she's not taking the proper steps into really pouring into her child, She's only worried about when he comes home. And that's what it gives off based on her actions. Period. Like when I tell you guys, I'm gonna post the short because I don't want to get copyrighted off of playing it right now on here. But when I post that short, go check it out, and then you'll definitely understand why I say what I say. The shit is just like, this baby is innocent. This baby can't see. This baby can't walk. Um, this baby needs a lot of intervention.
I do teeth whitening too, but I don't do veneers. I do natural teeth whitening.
Look, you see how we be business networking,
347
y'all?
458
Oh, oh, oh.
9836 Royal Luxury Labs.
Right here. You see how we get
Yeah, for
started,
now.
y'all? Right here.
Massages and stuff as well, but yeah. What's your name? Dario. All right, touch me now. Ginger. Yeah. Oh,
That's what we
sorry.
call. Listen, y'all. That's networking, Ginger E. That's what we said.
We driving and networking, baby.
Networking, y'all. So y'all already know the vibes. Know that. But yeah, I mean, I feel like First Lady OG. Y'all already know, aka I call her all the time. But no, definitely just diving into just her not taking accountability, and still doing shit that doesn't serve her in the sense of being able to help her child. Pretty much.
And keep having our child in a healthy environment, which is the most important thing. You know?
I think she doesn't even know what a healthy environment looks like. I don't even think. And just giving you guys another update on her, she went back to Baddies. Um, and then recently, whatever went down with her and Lemmy, which was which is the producer of Baddies, she has now resigned from Baddies. Now, prior to even that, though, she was having other situations that was happening. So I was telling Ginger E, I came across a skit that was done with Ray J, for Sean Rock Jr., which is the baby, and what is it? Playboy or Pretty Boy, something like Playboy Max or Pretty Boy Max, but it's along those lines. And they put a skit together involving um the baby and Chrisean, and it's a Maury skit or whatever. So now Chrisean comes out with Chrisean Jr. on her hip. The baby looks like he's just dangling. Then she has the audacity to sit the baby on the chair to then argue with Playboy Max that is supposed to be saying, like, oh, is Ray J the father or is Ray J not the father? But let me say it again. This whole thing is supposed to be a skit. Look where your mind is. Your mind is to put your baby that has all these things happening and all these ailments in the front line for you to get what? All right, y'all. All right. Can y'all hear me? Let me mute up for a minute. Y'all forgive me. I received a phone call. First Lady OG, can you hear me clearly? I need to know if you can hear me clearly. Let me see. All right, cool. But yeah, y'all, we back in the building. I had a quick phone call coming in. Oh, we in the building. All right. Hi, babies. What's up? Y'all know the vibes. Y'all know the vibes. Listen, y'all know the vibes. We outside. We got the fireman. We got what? Let's talk about it, man. Look at it right there. Oh, listen, y'all. I know I kind of... Can y'all hear me? Let me go through the other line and see if y'all can hear me.
She's on our podcast right now, guys.
Yeah. And what happened was I kind of got messed up a little bit. Sheesh. Can y'all hear me? Look. Y'all should be able to hear me right now. Look, I'm back. I'm back in the building. Come back in the building. All right, I'm back in the building. Yes, I have my beautiful family. Let me tell you something. When I tell you, when we talk about young, beautiful, melanated beings that's coming up to be everything great, they are the definition of that, y'all. So let's make it. When I tell you, this is what life is supposed to look like and feel like. And look. Oh, we got that one. I got a side it. What we doing? What we doing? First Lady OG, you already know the vibe. We got a side it. We got a side it, y'all. Yeah, what? Listen, y'all. I'm gonna get better at this. I will get better at this. But like I said, when I tell you, just look forward to everything great. Cause when I put you guys onto greatness, y'all know it's always greatness. Okay? All right. So, so yeah, those are my beautiful, beautiful cousins, y'all. Tripod. And y'all know the vibes. They are what I always say are the definition of what all our children should have the ability to have. Look, you see what I'm saying? Y'all brought 4 people in the building. What? Talk to them nice. Talk to them nice. Because they eating that, and yes, they are scholars, y'all. They are top of the line scholars. And right. This is their mother, so this is Ginger E, their mom.
Yes.
And you know, she'll tell
put in that work.
That's what? And this is why we are out here now, always just on a fight to always understand that when we look at our little beings that we create, they are the better versions of us. They are just like, what? Okay. Y'all, you already know the vibes. We outside. And big things. And I gotta let my babies big things. Look forward. You go, fireman. What we doing? I can let them talk for themselves because they can talk for themselves. Y'all don't even gotta see them. Just their voice alone to give y'all. Okay? Give y'all see that back there? Jesus Christ. What is going on? Justine is bad. All right, y'all. They can still hear me though. That's the good part. All right. Those okay, y'all. Let them know. Let them know. These are scholars, y'all.
Come on, put your face in there.
Okay? And that's why I feel like it's in support for that. And talk to them. Because they in the building. They in the building for y'all.
So you got a Marine. Say what up, my Marine.
That's the vibes.
Yes.
You heard that
Let them
voice.
know what you into. Let them know you're a football star, you're a track star. Let them know what's going on.
Good vibes. I'm a track star. Went number 10 in the state.
That part, y'all.
Yeah, football player. Future Marine. And yeah, I'm about to make the money.
Yeah. Let me tell y'all hear that, and he is gonna make that. Let me tell y'all. And actually, what is your favorite position when it comes down to your tracks? Like when it comes down to track and field, like what is your favorite position?
Oh, like I like running the 100.
The 100, the 100-meter dash.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, okay. All right, I got my baby over there, Jada. And listen, y'all.
Come on, Jada, go in the middle. Tell them what's up. You had a big, great deal yesterday, and I need you to tell them about that.
Okay, so I went to PA for a basketball tournament.
At Spooky Nuke. If y'all know Spooky Nuke, it's a big deal. Wait till she drops the bomb.
Yeah, Spooky Nuke. And I got MVP.
Woo!
Right here.
I scored 26 points.
Woo! 26 points, y'all.
Let me tell you something. Y'all heard. And she is WNBA. So when I tell you.
Could you tell them about Italy? Let them know that you're going to Italy in June? Could you let them know?
I also have to go to Italy next summer to play for a national team.
Hold on. Because she didn't say that right, y'all.
We have to say
She didn't say that right, y'all. Let me let y'all know. My daughter got a letter from the high esteemed, and they said they want her to make up the part of the team in New York City to represent the United States in Italy in June 2026. Go So she's a top basketballer. What you played?
I played flag football. I played soccer.
And she carries her team in every single sport.
And how do you feel just being like
put your
what
foot
is
to keep that up?
And this is just right there. I'm gonna hold that right there.
No, put your foot in the middle.
Put it in the middle.
Yeah, to keep it.
Y'all, we fixing it. So just like, what is your feeling when you go onto that field and you are actually in the sport, playing against the team, and just going through all your accomplishments? I mean, how do you feel, Jada?
I feel happy and yeah,
You should be. I mean, I know it's just almost like exhilarating. And so, what do you look forward to when you go to Italy?
um teamwork, sportsmanship.
Woo!
And being the star.
Yeah.
Well, she's already a star, so that's undeniable.
Right.
That is definitely undeniable. And this is just something that's always so beautiful. When I look at just the creativity and the love and just the intelligence and the greatness that we have within our children, they are the examples of what greatness looks like. They are the examples of nothing being impossible, just applying yourself. And this is the beauty. And a lot of times we have our young people that are how can I say, they have it, people misunderstand them, right? And when you look and you begin to know their powers and just give them an opportunity, give them the opportunity. This is an example of opportunity and being able to really speak to what you want and knowing what you want and knowing where you're going. And this is my beautiful family, y'all. You already know the vibe.
Yes.
First Lady OG, you already know you are meeting Ginger E's babies. These
Two
are
of
the
them.
twins. You're only meeting the twins because you ain't meet JC yet, y'all. Okay, he's another.
Apologies. Y'all heard us over here. Y'all heard us over here. We was definitely part of the cheering section.
Facts.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
But I had to keep it down because after the cheering, there's still a lot going on over here. My hands is greasy. But I'm here, y'all.
Yes. And thank you guys.
And when I tell you guys, even because I got my brother Tamus as well.
Hi, Tay.
And when I tell you, Tay, he is NBA. He's about to go and travel and play ball as well. He's been doing it, accolades all day as well.
Yes.
So we got to throw him out there because he is just, he is fire.
Yes.
Yes.
I would definitely let y'all because my
Go
mama tell you like
team.
you're
Go
bad
team.
as well.
Go
So
us.
Yes. Proud mama moment. That's what it is.
and that's what feels great because they are the description of who we are just in a more better version. I mean, I can't even explain it, y'all.
Word. And it's that's the part of, you know, back to the main topic. Back to the main topic of motherhood, of, creating an environment for your kids, creating, pushing your kids into the direction in which they should go. You know, lead by example. You understand? We gotta lead by example in which, they should follow. So
That part.
hard work, hard work, hard work to us,
And
hard work.
teamwork makes the dream work. You know what I mean? It definitely does. And like you said, going back, like sometimes we don't even understand that when you do bring life into this world, they are your reflection. You know what I mean? So even the doubts that you may have had, they come in to replace that and become that part, if that makes sense. Um, but no, like this is what we need to celebrate. We need to celebrate our children's accolades.
Yes.
I think like that is the most important part so that they understand that they are celebrated, they are appreciated just because they put in that
all
work
the hard
and
work,
they deserve it.
They do.
You know, it's hard for a lot of our young people when I look around that's trying to just figure out who they are. You know what I mean? Trying to get in a lane. And I speak to that on a personal note, having my 4 children and just going through understanding everybody's lane and what their process looks like.
Right.
You know what I mean? But ultimately making them understand how great they can be. You know what I mean?
That's right.
That's it. And that's really the most important part. And as a parent, watching your children gain accolades, that makes you understand your job has definitely been something that has been fulfilled. It's been fulfilled because then they understand you ain't do it for me. You did it for you.
Mm-hmm.
Along your journey, you did it for you.
Come on, man. Are you serious? Can you pull up in the bigger parking spot? That'd be nice.
I have multiple calls going on. But yes, you guys, this is what it's about, celebrating accolades. It's about just letting our children know like it's sky's the limit. Nothing is ever gonna stop you. And I just wanna always just give them that appreciation. Because that is definitely something that always needs to be at a forefront. At a forefront. You know what I mean? We lose sight.
And supporting them too.
Yeah. As parents, we say, give us our roses while we're living. Well, we got to give our babies their roses while they are making those accolades. That is going to definitely be ultimately for them during their journey in whatever that may want to look like and whatever they embark in. That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Yes.
But then when you got mothers out here like Chrisean Rock that do certain things, it really sets the tone for other things to make you realize certain kids are born into certain situations they didn't ask for. But y'all know the vibes. We outside, y'all. We outside. Y'all already know. When I get back in, I'm going to be over here getting dressed to go to work, y'all. But definitely wanted to just give y'all that update when it came down to that whole situation. Because when I tell you, it kind of was like, if anything else, no matter what your struggle may look like, if anything else, you should want more for your baby. And it doesn't even matter what the situation is with your child. You just should want more.
Yes. We got to push them. They're the future, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
They are our future.
And even when it comes down to Chrisean Jr., as we were talking about that, right? Chrisean Jr. has the opportunity to actually be okay and live a long life if he gets the proper care.
That's right. That is right. I feel so sorry for that little baby.
I feel like she needs to understand that it's time for her to kind of give Chrisean Jr. to someone that can care for him the proper way. which is even a harder thing to do as well. First Lady OG walked away, y'all. But we still in the building. Y'all already know the vibes. Give me 1 second. All right, y'all. I'm still here, but I had to use the restroom really quickly, so give me a second. comments. There we go. So, y'all already know we be having a little bit of technical difficulties and all that, but we are back in the building. Ma disappeared. Everybody disappeared because they feel like,
We're here. We're here. Come back. Come back.
oh, shit. Yes, y'all, we are back in the building, but like I was saying before, I could go on and on when it comes down to that. Just wanted to give you guys an update with that Chrisean Rock situation. Because a lot of people been doing like lives on her as well, speaking on certain things, and no, nobody's delusional. You know what I mean? Nobody's delusional. We know what it is. But however, like I said, we parent our children and we know what it looks like. With that being said, we're gonna dive right back into the combo. So y'all, right now we at the barber shop, y'all. We vibing out at the barber shop right now. My little nephew has to go and get his hair cut and get his little shape up and all of that, y'all. But we are here vibing out real quick, and I gotta get ready to leave out to go to work as well. And I gotta do one more thing, so I'm probably not gonna be even here on live for much longer. But y'all already know. Um, there's been so much things, y'all, that's been going on. To be honest, let's just get into the Steffon Diggs. So, this Steffon Diggs and Cardi B situation and Offset, we know, has been something that's been hitting the media as hard. But besides that, Nikki and Cardi's beef. Like, what's your thoughts on that? Like, what's your thoughts? Cause like this Nikki and Cardi's beef has been crazy. It's genuinely been crazy.
What is? I mean, what's this whole beef about? I heard the beef, and I didn't know why the beef started.
I don't know what's going on with Nikki per se, but Nikki has been going on what they call rants in regards to like a lot of things that she felt has been done wrong to her. Cardi B, as everybody knows, just dropped and released her album and whatnot. And a lot of what is being said is Nicki is jealous of the fact that Cardi album got released. She feels like she's pretty much probably been blackballed, but she has definitely talked and said a whole lot of things in regards to Cardi's daughter culture. Um, Cardi has also said things in regards to Nicki's son. And it's just been like a back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I know back in the days, it was like almost to build a scenery of a crowd because that's what brought in the money. Controversy. Right. Now it's a bit personal because they are personally already physically tried to attack each other. Cardi got attacked by Ali. Ali. For those of you who are not familiar, right now, Nikki's going through some shit with Ali because they're trying to say Ali and the hairstylist is involved in robbing Nikki. So right now, Nikki and Riley is not even on the same page. But at that time, Riley attacked Cardi B during New York Fashion Week. That's when y'all heard about that big ass lump on her head or whatever. I guess it was like a shoe being thrown at her or whatever. But now they're saying that Nikki has been involved in a lot of different ways of blocking other artists, female artists, trying to come into the industry. Lotto, Ice Spice, like she has been involved in trying to block a lot of artists. Even when Cardi B came into the game, it was her trying to also block Cardi B. Now, For those of us who are 80s babies, 90s babies, we know Little Kim. And if you go back, you know that some of the imaging came from Little Kim, right? And even when it came down for her to even try to do a joint situation with Little Kim, she ain't want to do that shit either. You see what I'm saying? She wants to be the only female rapper, which is impossible because there was many, many more female rappers before you guys even came about
Right.
that paved the way for y'all. But you can't think that you could set the tone for only for it to be you. So I think that's where the beef really arises. And then, as you know, she also has beef with Remy Ma as well.
Right.
So the First Lady OG and Ginger E. What's your thoughts on this beef? I think it's stupid. I think it's definitely stupid.
I thought that they was actually trying to, drop a song together until they went all personal, talking about each other's kids. I was like, oh no, that's not for a song. They don't have a song coming out.
Kids should never be involved in it, but it just comes down to the token of why does it have to even be that if me and you don't have no real animosity?
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Real animosity is when somebody really does some shit to you, and it's like it's to the death with it, right?
Right.
It ain't really that with them, right?
Mm-hmm.
But y'all keep on opening the doors for that shit.
That's a fact.
Keep opening the doors for that shit. So this Nikki and this Cardi B beef, y'all, has been just keep on boiling and boiling over. You got Nikki, she's ranting on Twitter, Instagram, whatever. And yes, I know a lot of people feel like Nikki is just spiraling out of control. She's talking about the Breakfast Club, Keisha Kenyor. Keisha just did a live with Gucci Man, and she's calling Keisha Kenyor Gucci Man's handler. So then that's been put out in the media recently as well.
That,
Um,
that interview is kind of crazy to me. We
what do you
we
think?
gonna talk about that? Are we gonna talk
Yeah,
about
what do
that?
you think about that
We need
interview,
to talk
though?
about that.
Okay, so what do you think about that Breakfast Club interview? Do you feel that way?
Crazy.
Do you feel like, she plays a part of being a handler, or do you feel like she was genuinely just being a wife?
I think that since Gucci came out, because we know who Gucci Man was before he went in,
Mm-hmm.
right? When he came out, he was a totally changed, different man, right? He was more of what he is now,
Mm-hmm.
more of a really quiet, silent type. Okay, I won't say she had nothing to do with that because he came out of jail on that
Demeanor.
calm, demure
Mm-hmm.
mannerism, right? Okay, fine. But then the interviews what got me. You can do a lot of things for your husband as a wife,
Mm-hmm.
right? Now, at home stuff is at home stuff. What you go through is what you go through. And yes, it's, as much as you want to say that you help him in certain ways, I mean, saying that he's weak and you're stronger than him right now, putting certain things, her wording was just not it. It made him look weak. And she said he was weak. She's like, I'm stronger than him right now. I mean, I think her wording wasn't too good. And then he sat there,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like he looked at her. If you looked at the way he was looking at her when she was saying certain things, it was like this. It was like,
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna
right?
go back.
But he didn't go and elaborate about anything. He didn't go into. He just let her talk. He let her, run the interview. That wasn't. That wasn't. She should have gone in it by herself, because he just sat there. So she might as well have better off going there by herself, talking all that stuff by herself. Not.
I
It was kind of embarrassing. If I was him,
I feel that. So I followed a bit of their history,
Mhm.
and I do feel as though when because okay, prior before Keisha Kayor, he has other children, and his other baby mothers didn't really necessarily know how to deal with certain things at that time that he was going through. Now, if we fast forward to when Keisha Kayor came into the picture, what and I feel like to a certain degree, based on how, and that's why I say sometimes it's not what you say, but it's probably how you say it. that can put people's perspectives in a different way. But I do understand that he was a man that he is diagnosed clinically with schizophrenia. So when you go through the diagnosis of what schizophrenia looks like, then you understand when she's speaking, for me per se, why she's saying the things that she's saying. Because like when she's talking, she's not speaking of the artist and the man that he is and who he genuinely is as a person. She's talking about the entities that's attached to him. And when you're dealing with like a person with schizophrenia, you're dealing with multiple personalities. They don't even know when those personalities kick in, right? And
I think that should have been private.
I
I
feel
don't
like,
think the world needed to know his personal what he was going through. I
but
think that should have been
it wasn't
private.
on her though, because it no longer been private once he wrote the book. So the reason why they're on this actual tour right now is because Gucci wrote the book. Okay. And so if you go and you read the book that Gucci just put out, he talks about his wife assisting him and not leaving him, and him going through the most darkest moments, and him blacking out and losing everything and everybody along across the board. But she kept it private for so long. And then when he said he actually wanted to write about it, she said to him, if you're going to write about it, then you can say, like, giving him the outline of, like, okay, well, let's look up different titles for this book that you want to write. Because he was saying when he came home and realizing and just having somebody that was still willing to sit by his side, although he was going through the most darkest moments, like a person with schizophrenia, when that other entity attached in, no matter how great you've been to that person, you become the most worst person to them. You know what I mean? So you're not only dealing with them not realizing that the anger that they're putting out is not even for you, but it's the other entity that wants to push that anger out for whatever they're feeling. It now gauges onto you because you're the closest person to him. And that's what she dealt with. And even when he got, and his respect level for her, I feel, came from him saying, like, I couldn't trust my mother. I got family, but I couldn't trust none of my family. And when I got robbed, and I told her, like, yo, I'm going to give you the last of what I had. And she said to me, like, yo, I don't want that. I don't want that at all. It ticked in him something. And he begged her. And when he came home off of her making him a millionaire.
Right. She
Right?
flipped what he left her.
She flipped what he left her. But it was never leaving him to the wayside for him to still be able to develop. So with me listening to the interview, I do feel like the reason why she's able to speak a little bit more is because sometimes as women we have a better way of describing things. We have a better way of articulating certain things. And I feel like even with Gucci, when he answered certain questions, it was almost him, like he was articulating it to a certain level. To where even talking to an audience as a public media may misinterpret. But I definitely feel like she definitely played a very strong part to where he is right now.
I mean, I believe that. I'd give her all her flowers. She stuck by him, and you know, from me being a person working in that field, in the medical field, and working with people with various developmental disabilities and also schizophrenia and those type of things, for her to stick by his side, knowing that hey, it's a house, you're my husband, and I'm not leaving you no matter what. So yes, when he turned the devil on her in 725 different people, she stuck there and worked with him where it's like, okay, I'm not leaving you, I'm not leaving this madness. Somebody else would have done picked up, take the kids already, like, oh no, you're sick, you're not well, I'm not dealing with this. But she, obviously loves Gucci, and she stuck by him, and is really trying to help him out. I get that. um Also, she got another kid outside that she doesn't
I
even
mean,
talk about.
no, she has two other children, and her two other children, in which he also helps care for her. Her two other, her two other kids grew up back home in Jamaica, but now they're here with her. And
She brought
even
them now,
yeah, she been had them here now for a good while,
but she
but
never
she
puts them in
never.
the public eye at all. Only Ice and
So now Ice and Wave are. Is it Ice and her? What's her other child?
Ice and
It's another kid,
yeah, it's
right?
another one, the girl.
The girl, right?
Ice is the boy and girl is the. I mean, girl is the the other one
I
is
gotta make sure, but I know she has two children now by Gucci.
right. The boy and
Right,
the girl.
the boy and the girl, but she had
Two
two other
others.
children.
Mm.
Um, but she mostly displayed them on her actual TV show. So while Gucci was locked up, she had the show, the Keisha Kayor show or whatever, and that's where she displayed them mostly. But then you notice, like, they're very like camera shy, like don't want to be too much in the public eye. But during her filming of like off moments of them catching like the camera catching her with her kids in off moments where you know what I mean, you could tell what the interaction truly is. You know what I mean? Now I don't know what her purpose is for keeping the kids not in the public eye as far as her two eldest. I
Because
don't.
they're Jamaican, they would love to be in the public eye. Keisha K.O. is their mom. But I think it was
Yeah, I
something
don't know.
else behind that. A lot of people saying she's hiding these two other
Yeah.
kids.
But even with Spice,
Mhm.
Spice has two children. People,
Grace don't hide her kids though.
she always, but she never kept them in the public eye either. And it's not until recently. No, I'm telling you.
No, Grace. Because I know Grace personally, right?
Yeah, I don't know her personally, but I wasn't seeing them in the public eye
Yeah,
like
no,
that.
yeah, they do. Her daughters, they were her. She even bring out her daughter sometime, when she's have performing and let her daughter like sing one of her songs and stuff. Yeah, she
Yeah,
don't rap with her. She travel with her kids sometimes. They're in the eye.
so when I came across Spice, like I knew her as an artist, but when she came to Love and Hip Hop, her story was her trying to bring her kids from Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why her doing what she was doing, that was like her motive.
Mm-hmm.
And then up until recently, her eldest son graduate, whatever, whatever, and she celebrated his stuff. I know the daughter as well had like graduation, a few homecomings or
Yeah.
whatever.
She let them was I
But
think finishing school in Jamaica or
and then
something
she
like that.
started
She brought
showing
them here.
for me. But that's how I was like introduced to like knowing Spice had two kids. Because at first I didn't know that. But then when she hit Love and Hip Hop, she actually was speaking about them and then bringing them from Jamaica
Yeah, because it was still in
here.
school. But no,
Yeah,
I think maybe you probably missed that, certain
yeah,
part.
yeah,
But
yeah.
when she was on Love and Hip Hop, she would talk about them. She can't wait to go back home to Jamaica and see her
No,
kids.
she always said
Then
that. Yeah, she did.
when she did, she show when they come hug her up and she reached down and she never hit her kids. If it's one thing I'd say, she out there with her. And now she bought her big nice house in Atlanta, a big mansion, so they
Yeah,
all
so she
living
doing big
nicely.
things. Yeah.
Big ups to Spice. Yeah,
That's what I
man.
would say. And I mean, it's all about just developing. I think that's the most greatest thing. And even, like I said, up until recently, her being able to celebrate her kids' birthday and their accolades was something that you could actually just say, well, that's what means the most. That's what needs to be shown. You know what I mean? So definitely paying homage to that, guys, 100%. I don't know where the First Lady OG went. I
She
know,
was just there
yeah, she be moving about. But
because
wherever
she's
you at,
chefing it up. I could smell it through the phone. Give me some. Give me some.
she doing something back there. But yeah, y'all, I definitely feel like that's the important part of it all. Like when you think about looking at your kids and what you expect them to be, even though we all fall short of certain things, it's just always promoting the best for them. Now, this Cardi B and Nikki shit, I think it's stupid. You guys know I absolutely think Cardi B and Nicki Minaj beef is completely stupid. I feel like they both talented. I okay. I'm just gonna say that to say I do feel Nicki is a bit more talented, right, y'all? I ain't gonna lie on Nicki. I feel like Nicki does deserve her accolades for her step that she put into this game, y'all.
I mean, I think she been getting her flowers though. I'm not gonna lie. Nikki been getting her flowers. I think,
Yeah,
she's been getting her flowers. She's been getting her flowers. I mean, stand up, big queen, Southside, we outside. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, she's been getting her flowers. I think for me, the only negative that I've really seen with Nikki is when she came on live really high, doped up, and she was slurring and
Yeah, I
stuff
don't know
like
what was
that.
going on with her with that live.
you know,
I've seen two lives with her like that. Two lives like that.
done.
First Lady OG, what's your thoughts on that though? Because you keep going in and out. I'm trying to catch you.
Can she hear us?
I don't know.
First Lady OG, if you can hear us, we can't hear you. We can't hear you. Are we turned up?
I hope so.
Hold on. Hold on. Let me make sure we're turned up.
Turned
Okay,
up.
good now. Yeah, there you go. You're inside. Ah.
I'm like, are
I'm
we
just
eating?
listening, y'all. I'm listening. Y'all know this time of the evening for me. The hubby done came in and
That part.
please, so I'm doing the damn thing. I'm,
So
but
she was asking you, what do you think about the Nicki Minaj, Nicki and Cardi?
what that she just end up apologizing or something?
Right, their beef. She was talking about their beef. What do you think about Nicki and Cardi?
Oh, I just read something today that Nikki publicly apologized.
She
So I
did.
don't know.
Oh
So I don't
wow,
know.
we gotta
Yeah, so
research
we
that.
got y'all gotta look that up. I read that earlier this afternoon. As far as the beef period, I'm gonna go the way I always go. Y'all know I'm an OG and I lead with love. So to see two queens beat each other down when I come from the era when the hip hop sisters we loved each other and we embraced each other. I'm not saying it wasn't no, fake or maybe some BS politics in the background or sometime maybe, it's there. But for the most part, that's not what we was about. Definitely not when I was coming up. We was trying to, we was more about helping each other and lifting sisters up. And that's what it's got to get back to, y'all. Empowerment. Like two powerful sisters that are dope in their craft to be fighting to each other to where they talking about each other's children. Like this is the ignorance that the world wants from us. And my people, my people, my people, stop giving it to them. Stop feeding into the games. Stop feeding into the trap that they setting. You know what I'm saying? We've been sitting where we've been sitting for so long. And technically, I'm telling you, all you got to do is start putting your eyes on some papers that got some black and white words on it.
That's
Get your
right.
knowledge up and figure out. And I will say, I do state that we do need to read, but what I will say is that the illiterate person of the 21st century is not the one who can't read. It's the one who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn.
Oh
Because that's
wow.
what now. So if you cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn, you shall be considered illiterate. I'm not crazy.
That
You gotta forget the stuff they told you. And I'm gonna let
so
that go.
I
Let
need
y'all
to
get
go
back
with
to
this
the
other
girls.
phone to use this other phone because I.
First Lady OG, I just looked up, I just fact checked what you said. You just missed. So First Lady OG said that she wasn't so sure, but she heard that Nikki apologized to Cardi today.
Oh,
So I
word.
decided to fact check. Okay, let's go. Based on TMZ, all right, October 3rd, it says Nicki Minaj and Cardi B, we apologize to the kids because your mom effing sucks, right? Um, Nikki and Cardi, they're still going at each other's throats. But Nikki did apologize for calling Culture a roach and a monkey. But she didn't really apologize to Cardi.
I mean, well, Cardi also apologized for calling Papa Bear
So, I mean, they
slow. So
apologized
they
to the
apologize
kids,
as far
but
as the kids, but I don't think it's so personal on them. Can y'all give us a second? We are gonna be right back. My, you could have kept on talking. Why you still on mute? You could have kept on talking. I couldn't situate because I'm not situating myself. And then I gotta go drop Caden's stuff, y'all. Oh, I'm talking. I'm talking. I need something. All right, y'all. Mm-mm-mm. I gotta get ready though. I can't even hear you.
I was on mute the whole damn time.
Hmm. I can hear you now.
Unbelievable, you guys. I was on mute. I have to deliver. This thing has my name on it, and I'm trying to understand where this comes from. But I'm gonna let Pops look it up because
Yeah, forgive me. It's a little bit of a throw off for me because I just was like everywhere with it, but mm, I'm probably have to take y'all with a walk with me because I have it, bro.
you did what?
I have to go in a few minutes. Uh-huh. I'm not supposed to be eating this, y'all. Mm-mm.
So
I'm
why
not.
she showing it to you, y'all?
So,
Why
well,
would she
you know,
show it to you and tell you she shouldn't be eating it instead of just chewing and keeping the bag hidden and not even letting y'all know what she eating?
that part,
She,
right?
you know she ain't got no business.
I
So
don't
I
know
don't even think
about
she ain't hiding from y'all. She really knows she needs to be hiding from me.
that part.
I'm about to go tell her brothers on her.
That's probably why I was like, all right, now I'm eating it.
Well, not the little ones because they don't care. They gonna want her to send them some. But look, all of them are her little ones, but the oldest of the three, that's the one that'll get her.
Mm-hmm.
The gats will get you. I'm telling. I'm telling. I'm
All right, yeah.
telling.
I literally came in to vibe out, right? Literally. Been moving around. Now I'm chewing. First lady OT's like, I don't care about none of this drama that's going on with Cardi B right now. But, First Lady OG, if you had something to say about it, what would you say?
Maybe I'll do that and I'll see them. We think it has a problem with the papa.
Hello?
I'm gonna beat you. Wow. No. Oh yeah. Okay. Earlier. She did. Well, you see, she did like 5 days in a row. Then she takes it out. And then she's supposed to go get her braids done. Then she's supposed to do her cover braids. Or do I need to tell her about that shit. Remember, yeah. I don't know. I don't know what is that what you need? Oh, yeah. Swim for my face. No. And, yeah. Yeah, but it's just a hairstyle that I don't want to do myself. I think a lot. Because the feet them braids, only braids Melissa has out. Wow. And then the braid itself. Because you want them nice and long and you gotta, that's a lot. And you need, and I already know. That's why when I looked at Melissa's head, I was like, you did that to yourself? You can, you just don't want to. Right.
Guys. Well, I feel like my listening, man, I like sometimes I really don't understand, but my phone is at 10%. I'm not connected through the other line, but I will be back in the building. Give me like 20 minutes, but really when I come back in the building, it ain't gonna be for too long because I gotta get ready to go to work. Um, but yeah, I gotta end the live before y'all actually cut off on me, and the live is just running.
Oh, you going? You going? Guys, I tell you, the way the words are nowadays, like, oh my God, you about to die. That's not what I mean.
Huh? Yes,
Now
I like
I'm
it. It's
very
good.
big on the etymology of words. I'm
Look
very
here,
big
look at my
on
look at
the
my boy. Look at my boy. He look what took them knives. Gotta fix it up. Mm-hmm.
Ah,
Why took them
okay.
knives? What?
Okay. Got the
Mm-hmm.
on. All
That's my
right.
boy right
All
there.
right, y'all.
We gonna be back in the
Make sure
building
y'all
though.
get over there to Auntie House Unlocked. Hit that bell so you can subscribe. But we're not going
I'm gonna
live.
be back in
We'll be
20
there.
minutes or so. Before
Okay?
I'm gonna do a get ready with me before I go to work.
Love y'all.
This is the Odyssey podcast with your girl Word, of course, the First Lady OG in the building, and Ginger E. I appreciate you guys for holding it down, coming through. Thank you to all my subscribers, the Bush watchers, the replay gang. Of course, my beautiful subscribers and moderators. I love you guys so much. I was just coming really in to chop it up, keep myself going into this little out the rhythm mode. I'll be back for y'all to get ready with me to go to work. And we'll dive a little bit into that. Listen, let me just fix it up, y'all, because I was a little bit off course a little bit today. But let me get it together. I love you guys though. Like I said, subscribe, hit the up like button, notification bell. Tell a friend and tell another friend. And if y'all don't know, go check out Ginger E if you want your teeth whitening. Like I told you, you don't need the veneers. Just come right here. Just give a call. Peace, love, and light. First Lady OG, love you. Talk to you in a sec.
Love y'all. Peace, love, and